Plaintiff Philip Clark met the defendant in elementary school, and after they reconnected in high school, Philip realized that the defendant often lied, including once when he claimed to be an MMA cage fighter. Philip's suing his former friend for cell phone bills. Defendant Anthony Brooks says he and Philip used to be good friends until he started dating his girlfriend, who's with Philip in court today. Anthony claims Philip's girlfriend controls his every move, and that's the reason they're in court today.
Tell me what happened.
Well, it all started, I met him in elementary school. He's a spazzy little kid, had a bowl cut, Met back up in high school. Obviously all grown up. He I don't know if you've ever seen the Twilight series. Kind of looks like Robert Norton. Yeah.
No comment. I have seen the series.
We became friends back there. Kind of realized that we went to grade school together. We really just started hanging out because we used to play football after school and all that. For lack of a better term, we called him Smack Talker. He's a compulsive liar. I mean, I think he lies a lot.
When did you discover that?
We've kind of always known it, just like me and my mutual friends, because he believes a lot of things he says.
You say he convinces himself that his lies are true.
He told us he was an MMA fighter. Apparently, when he lived in Kentucky, he kicked some guy in the face and broke his eye socket. I don't know.
How do you know he didn't?
We don't, but I mean, there's no proof.
There's no proof that he didn't.
True.
Tell me something else.
Recently, he was in a poker tournament, and apparently he came in fourth, and then it got split 7 ways. Some friends told me they had a call. Well, his story then slightly changed, that he said he was in fourth before he got split.
How do you know it's not true?
Because I have friends that called the casino.
Isn't he a friend too?
Former.
Oh, okay. That's how you believe it. You tell me, before we get to the cell phone bills that he's suing you about, you're a fantastic storyteller?
Oh, great storyteller, great apparently. Yeah, I met Phil back in elementary school. We didn't really hang out. Phil was like a nerd kid back in the day. But then we got along at high school, and Phil decided he was just trying to figure out what he's doing with his life. He went to the Army for a little while. He came back. I had a job at a club downtown Dayton. I was like, Phil, you're not doing anything. You want to get a job up here with me? I can get you a job as a bouncer. You got military experience. He's like, sure. One thing led to another. We were partying again, hanging out, being friends. I was like, Phil, man, when are you going to lose that V card, dude? I was like, we're working at the club. You're 21 years old.
What is a V card?
Your virginity.
Okay.
So I introduced
He's going to be a popular man when he leaves here. Go ahead.
So I introduced him to his current girlfriend, and things were going cool at first. He still came out, and then he stopped partying, stopped hanging around. Like, Phil, where you at? He's like, I'm at home, man. And stuff started going rough with his girlfriend. They broke up. She got back with her ex-boyfriend for like a week. She started pulling that leash. She had everything on Phil, like she was the boss. So they started talking again. He took her back, I think. And then she just controls his life. That's the reason we're here today. Because we tried to work it out, and she just controls him, so there's nothing I can do about it.
Is that her there? She's smiling like she does have control. I think I even saw her nod, like that's right. You stand up. State your name.
Andrea Guy.
You running the show?
Oh, not completely.
Who's not completely?
Every girl has some little control over their man.
That's right. There's no question about it. All right. How much control? Who has the most?
I say it's equal.
All right. I like that. 50-50 love. What do you want to say about the lawsuit and the cell phone bill you're suing him for?
I mean, there were some rough patches, like he'd miss a month, I'd pay for it. I'd miss a month, he would.
Tell me first the agreement that you all had.
It was around August. He came out to me and he's like, why don't we just, add a line to your account and, I'll pay. It will be cheaper for both of us, which it was.
That's true.
So we both had a cell phone. I also had another buddy on there.
With the agreement of?
Him paying me every month for his. It was me, him, and another buddy. He had lost his job, and so around October, I had paid the entire half of what the bill was, and then around January is when he got his job. So I was trying to get, the previous months, I had paid his half from October to January since he didn't have a job. Under my knowledge, he got a cell phone. He charged it to the account, which I had no idea about. And he owed me money previously for something else. So he's like, I'll pay for your half of January.
What was the total amount he ended up owing?
$878.
Well, sir, you're accusing this man and accusing this woman. Does your mate control you?
No, I'm kind of.
He doesn't? Do you? Come on, stand up. State your name.
My name's Adam Stanley, Your Honor.
You don't run the relationship?
We're not in a relationship.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. He brought his mate to talk. All right, go ahead. Excuse me. Go ahead.
What happened was Phil had somebody else on his plan, and they switched it over. They couldn't afford it anymore, so I was like, I'll take it, because I was still working at the club at the time. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I'll pay half. It came time to renew. Like, the contract was up, Sprint called me. I had no control. My name wasn't on the account. I wasn't even available to look at anything. I didn't have the password. He, when it came up, I was like, hey, I'm gonna stay on your line. I want to get a new cell phone. He's like, okay. He approved that. And when I got it,
Not true, Your Honor.
I was like, I'm not gonna be able to pay you until I get back. I was like, my check's gonna be over $1,000. So I was like, I can give you everything at once. He shuts my phone off the same day because me and his current girlfriend, Andrea, have other issues because we all three of us used to live together with another roommate. So I got a hold of him on the internet. I'm like, hey man, what's going on with my phone? And he wouldn't do anything. And I tried to make phone calls, it wouldn't work, but it would still text. So I texted him, I was like, hey, my phone's messed up, what's going on? He's like, I canceled your line and reported your phone stolen. I was like, what, why? He didn't respond. And then I get back to Dayton, he finally texts me back. He's like, just don't worry about anything. He's like, you don't owe me any money, and I'm not gonna take anything. He said he wasn't gonna take it to court. He's like, I just don't want to be friends with you anymore. I don't want to talk anymore.
Did you owe him at any time?
Yeah.
Okay, and so your defense today is he forgave that debt?
Yeah, he's a witness of the text message that he sent me.
All right, stand back up, sir. What do you want to tell me?
I saw the text message, Your Honor, where he said that he didn't want anything to do with him anymore and to just forget about it and just move on with their life.
Forget about the money.
Yes, Your Honor.
You read something that said that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir?
The actual thing I said forget about, I said just give me the phone back originally. I was like, just give me the phone back and I'll call it even. He said, no, I paid for it.
Did he give you the phone back?
No, he still has it.
Do you recall that discussion?
Not at all.
All right. Do you still have the phone?
It's at my house, it's shut off.
Why did you keep it?
I'm not just gonna throw it away. It's a $350 phone.
Who paid for it?
No one. It was on this. I charged it to the account, but that was under him saying
Charged it to whose account?
His.
And who paid for it?
Nobody. He canceled all of everything after that.
No, somebody has to
I
pay
still
for
have
it.
the
If
bill.
they
He had to pay
give
the
you
cancellation fee on
Pardon
it.
me?
He had to pay the cancellation fee, which is $187.
the phone, the physical phone, sir.
No, when it got
Who
canceled
paid
off.
for the physical phone?
I still owe on that account. sir.
Right, that's what it would be. Somebody has to pay for
'Cause
the
it's in
phone.
my name,
It may
so.
be a part of the deal, but somebody has to pay for the deal. And if the phone is included in the deal, believe me, they've included that in their price. They may say they're giving you something, but that gift is included in that price. I believe that you owe him, sir. I'm convinced by his testimony that you owe him. You even pretended you didn't know who was responsible for the payment of the phone. So I think you're just confused about when you owe or when you don't. And in this case, you owe. I promise you.
All right.
I guarantee you. As such, I'm going to order you. $878 is your judgment. $878. Have a good day.
I told you. I tried to be lenient with you, and I gave you a little, you took a lot.
I don't care. You get your money, I was going to give it to you anyway, so it didn't matter.
Hello, Judge Mathis. My name is Ashley, and my jerk ex-boyfriend paid for my plastic surgery as a gift before we broke up, and now he's demanding that I pay him back. Do I really have to?
Thanks for your question, Ashley. If the payment for the treatment was truly a gift that your ex gave you without expecting to be repaid, he cannot get the money back simply because you are no longer in a relationship.